Hi guys! Welcome back to Making Food Monday. This Monday is actually Memorial Day, and I want to say thank you if you have family who joined the services who didn't make it home. Today is a day to recognize those people, and we want to say thank you for giving us what we have in this great country, and we want to take advantage of that by celebrating. So today is the unofficial first day of summer, and for the rest of the summer we're going to be spending time outside, cookouts, spending time with friends, those kinds of things. So what do we need to go with those cookouts? Hot dogs and baked beans, of course. So today, instead of going out and grabbing a can of baked beans, I'm going to show you how to make some really quick in your pressure cooker. Recipe today, we are going to be using some navy beans. We've got some bay leaves and some ground cloves that we're going to use when we prepare these beans, and then it's actually going to be in two stages. So that's going to be our first stage, and the second stage is going to include everything else that we need to make our sauce for our baked beans. And for that, we are going to use ham. We've got some bell peppers from my garden from last year that have been frozen. I've got half an onion. I've got some minced garlic. I've got tomato paste. I've got Worcestershire sauce. You tell me how you pronounce that, because I don't. I've got some molasses. I've got some brown sugar. I've got olive oil. I've got mustard. I've got water. Obviously, we're gonna have to tenderize those beans. I've also got bacon. We are working with dried beans, and usually when you work with dried beans, you have to soak them overnight. Today, I'm not gonna do that, because I found a cool recipe that helps me do that with my pressure cooker in 10 minutes, and I'm going to show you that right now. So I've got my beans rinsed, but not soaked, like I said. I've got them rinsed. I'm gonna put them into my pot. In you go, guys. Now, if you're working with dried beans for the first time, this is something you may not know. If you're working with dried beans for the first time, you're gonna wanna sift through them. Even if you bought them at, say, Walmart, like I just got mine, sift through them, because sometimes you'll find a rock in the bag. And trust me, nobody wants to bite into a rock. So sift through them, make sure you don't have any rocks, and then rinse them. Okay guys, I've got my beans. Now I'm gonna add 6 cups of water. Only 4 will fit in here, but I'm going to add 6. There's 4, and there goes 2 more. So that's 6 cups of water. Now I'm gonna put 2 bay leaves in. Not like that I'm not, though, because that's a shaker. I'm gonna put 2 bay leaves in. You're going to pull these out after this step, so just go ahead and put them in their whole. 2 bay leaves. And then I'm going to put just a shake or 2 of cloves in there, just a little bit, to add just a little bit of depthness of flavor. Here we are, just a little cloves. Now, because when you're cooking beans, they kind of splash up and they can clog your vent, use a little bit of oil, and that's gonna keep it from doing that. Now, I've never made beans, but I know that that is actually true, because I've made beans on the stove, and they do tend to get pretty bubbly, I don't know, frothy. So you don't want that to clog your pressure cooker, because pressure cookers are expensive, and you don't want to have to replace it because you let it clog your vent. Okay, so there we go. That's all that's going in there for now. We're gonna seal this and put it in for 10 minutes. You gotta plug it in, folks. Plug it in! Plug it in, seal it up. I'm gonna put it on stew. I'm gonna bring that down to 10 minutes. There we go. Start on 10 minutes. So while my pressure cooker is getting those beans ready, I've got my bacon prepared. Oh, that's too bright, let's see. I've got my bacon prepared, I just need to get it fried. So to my bacon, I'm going to add my onion, that's half an onion, and about half of a bell pepper. I'm gonna add both of those to the bacon while they cook, so that they all kind of are ready at the same time. So just add that right in there, and I'm gonna fry all of that together. I'm also going to add about 2 cloves of garlic to this mix. I'm gonna get this fried up so that it's ready to go when my beans are soft. Okay guys, I've got my bacon ready to go, and my time is up. That was perfect timing. You see how I saved that much time by doing this on the stove. I could have done everything in the pressure cooker if I wanted to wait for everything to be done, but I thought it would be faster if I prepared some of it on the stove so that we were ready to put it in the pot as soon as those beans were softened. So that was my plan, to get everything ready at the same time, and it worked. Okay guys, so I let the pressure release naturally for about 5-7 minutes, something like that. And now I'm releasing the pressure manually, and I'm going to be adding everything that we need to make these beans into baked beans. Okay guys, all the pressure's off. Let's open it up and see what we've got. Look, there's beans in there. Who knew? Okay, so they're still kind of boiling. I'm gonna give those a minute to settle down just a bit. Okay guys, so what I've done is I've taken 2.5 cups of this liquid and saved it for the next process. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna reach in here and pull out these 2 bay leaves. Being careful not to touch the edges because it is hot. I've got my 2 bay leaves pulled out. Now I can just take this over and drain the excess liquid out of it. Safety first, guys. When I grab this, I'm gonna grab it with something that's not gonna burn me because this pot is hot. Okay, so I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna take it over to the sink and drain my beans. There we go. Quick and easy. I'm gonna put this back. I'm only shaking it so that I don't drip this bean water across the kitchen while I carry it. And then I'm gonna walk kind of fast. 1, 2, 3, go. And get it put back in the pot. I could have done that over on the other side, but I didn't want to put my hot pot down on my countertop, so I just decided to risk it. Okay guys, first thing going back in is that water that we reserved. The nice hot water is going right back in there. There we are. Now we're gonna add all of our good stuff. I've got my bacon, my onions, my bell peppers, my garlic all cooked together here. That's going in. Just because I like to see what it looks like. Okay. Next thing going in is I've got some ham chopped up. Now this ham is actually a ham that we had a long time ago that we froze. This was already a sliced ham and all we did was cut it into small pieces. So that's diced ham going right in there too. Okay guys, I need 1/4 cup of molasses. I'm almost out here, so if I run out before I get to 1/4 cup, I will have to make some substitutions. I'll just have to think of something on the fly here because not much tastes like molasses except molasses. So let's just hope we've got enough. My molasses fell short. I did not quite get the 1/4 cup that I needed for my recipe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add honey till I get this full, and I'm gonna mix the honey and the molasses together to make the 1/4 cup that I would have needed of just molasses. So if you're making this, you can do it my way or you can do it the regular way and use 1/4 cup of molasses. Okay guys, I have filled my cup with honey so that it came to 1/4 cup. So this is gonna be slightly different than just molasses because it's got some honey in it, but at least I will have the full 1/4 cup of something sweet for these beans. Now this is gonna be more of a honey kind of baked bean, but I think that's okay. We'll see if our guinea pigs think this is okay when we're done, huh? Now I need to add 1/4 cup of mustard. Something very satisfying about doing that very quickly. And it goes, 1/4 cup of mustard. And then I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of tomato paste. Now you see that I've got it heaping a little bit. That's because I wanted to have it just a little bit thicker. That's gonna thicken my baked beans. So, there we are, guys. We need 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Boop. That's gonna give a nice sweet flavor to our beans. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. In you go. And there's 2. I need 1 tablespoon of sauce. I still can't pronounce that. No matter how many times I try, I sound like I say it wrong. So, or I feel like I say it wrong, so I'm just not even gonna try. Oh, that kind of thing. Here we go, guys. 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I'm gonna give that a quick mix. I'm gonna add 1 My camera ran out of space, guys. I didn't get to show you. I added a tablespoon of chili powder. So a tablespoon of chili powder goes in, and the last thing I'm gonna add before I seal it up is just a little pinch of my Uncle Tim's special seasoning that he makes with the peppers that he grows in his garden. So that you guys can't add, but that's my special little secret ingredient. Okay guys, it's all mixed up. It's ready to be turned on. Now all we have to do is put the lid on. Seal her up. And then I'm going to push soup stew. I'm going to bring that time down to 15 minutes. My kids downstairs, I don't know if you can hear them, sound like they're having some kind of battle. There we go. I'm gonna push start, and there we are. Ready to go. Okay guys, our timer has gone off. I've let it come down naturally, and now we're ready to open it up and see what's inside. It's all done, it's served, and now all I need.
Candy bag!
Okay, Nano, you get to go first. Are you excited? Taste them.
Okay.
Are they good? Are you just saying that? They're good? Nice. Pretty good. How many thumbs do we get? 2?
Actually 1.5.
Okay, so not 50 billion this time.
No.
Okay, Mia, your turn.
Wait, I have one question.
What?
Are the beans hard?
Hard? No. That was a pretty big bite. Was it good?
One side was.
What do you not like about it?
I have to do.
Okay, taste it again.
Like the before taste is like yummy, and the aftertaste is like, okay, that's good, and then
the thought of it is not so good. Is that the problem? Kinda. How many thumbs do we get?
One, I don't know one.
Nice. Okay, Dad. Dad's turn.
Yeah, I like it. So I was thinking it was gonna be sweet. They're not overly sweet. I think it's enough. I like it.
Sweet enough?
It's sweet enough.
Okay. So would you rather buy a can or would you rather eat these?
No, I'll definitely do this.
Okay, how many thumbs do you give it? Hey, we have friend guinea pigs over today too. Hey, friend guinea pig.
Hello.
What do you think?
I say 2 thumbs up.
Yes! Okay,
really
double friends. What do we think?
I think they're good enough to make a bean hot dog chip combo.
Whoa.
Wow.
So that is 2.5
So is that
thumbs.
because you're hiding the flavor of the beans though, or is that...
No, just because they complement the dogs so well.
Nice. Yes. So how many thumbs are we giving it?
2.5 thumbs.
Ooh, nice. Yes. I win. Oh, but I have an important question for the two of you. Would you go buy a can of beans or would you make your own?
I'm lazy, so I would make my own. But if I was to choose between these already made and the can of beans already made, I would choose these.
Nice. Okay, same question.
Yeah, I prefer to do it the way you did it.
Nice. So what did you guys think of the beans?
Pretty good. Yummy.
Yummy.
It's like one down.
So did you guys finish all your beans?
No.
And
We
no.
need marshmallows.
Yeah, yummy, huh? So these guys did not eat their
Bunny,
beans,
bunny,
but our friend guinea pigs took half of them home with them. So I say that was pretty successful.
Yes.
Daddy, what did you think?
I think they were delicious.
Yummy beans. I thought they were good too.
And for this video, give it a thumbs up. Fun just share it with your friends. Good night, YouTube. See you tomorrow. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now.